Jai Gurudev. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with an expert from the Art of Living Foundation who is going to specialize in stress management techniques, particularly Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, and pranayama. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having me. It is a pleasure to discuss such an important topic. Let's start with the context. Many government employees, whether in civil services or defense, face significant stress in their roles. How can practices like Sudarshan Kriya help? Absolutely, stress is a common issue in high pressure environments. Sudarshan Kriya is a rhythmic breathing technique that aligns the body and mind. Research indicates that it helps in reducing stress hormones like cortisol. A study published in the International Journal of Yoga found that participants practicing Sudarshan Kriya reported lower levels of anxiety and depression. That's intriguing. What specifically about Sudarshan Kriya contributes to stress reduction? The practice involves controlled breathing, which stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. This promotes relaxation and lowers heart rates. A 2013 study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that regular practice led to significant reductions in perceived stress and improvements in overall well being. Are there any other techniques within the Art of Living framework that complement Sudarshan Kriya? Yes, absolutely. Meditation and pranayama or breath control are crucial components. Meditation encourages mindfulness, which helps individuals remain present and reduces the tendency to ruminate on stressors. A meta analysis in Psychological Bulletin indicated that mindfulness meditation can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. And how about pranayama? What role does it play? Pranayama enhances lung capacity and oxygen flow, which increases mental clarity and energy levels. Techniques like Bhasrika or bellows breath invigorate the body and can provide immediate relief from feelings of stress. Research has shown that these breathing techniques can lower blood pressure and enhance emotional resilience. That is fascinating for individuals working in high stakes environments. What would you recommend as a starting practice? I suggest starting with a daily routine that includes a short session of Sudarshan Kriya, followed by meditation. Even 20 minutes a day can create a significant impact. Gradually, as one becomes more comfortable, they can explore deeper practices. And how long does it typically take to notice improvements? Many individuals report feeling calmer and more focused within a few weeks of consistent practice. However, lasting change often takes a bit longer, typically around 3 to 6 months. The key is consistency and practice. Finally, what would you say to those skeptical about these practices? I encourage skepticism as it leads to inquiry. However, I would invite them to try the practices with an open mind. Numerous studies support the effectiveness of these techniques in managing stress, enhancing mental clarity, and improving overall quality of life. Personal experience can be a powerful teacher. Thank you for sharing your insights. It is clear that practices like Sudarshan Kriya can play a vital role in helping individuals manage stress, especially in demanding jobs. Thank you. I hope more people discover these tools for better mental health and well being. Let's delve a bit deeper into the research supporting these practices. Can you share more specific studies or data that highlight the effectiveness of Sudarshan Kriya and other techniques? One pivotal study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychology demonstrated that participants who practiced Sudarshan Kriya showed significant reductions in anxiety and stress levels compared to a control group. They reported a 50% decrease in anxiety levels after just 6 weeks of regular practice. That's impressive. Are there any long term benefits associated with these practices? Yes, indeed. A longitudinal study published in Psychological Reports followed participants over 2 years and found that those who continued practicing Sudarshan Kriya experienced sustained reductions in stress and better coping mechanisms. This suggests that the benefits can be long lasting with consistent practice. And what about the psychological changes that occur due to these practices? That's a great question. Research published in the International Journal of Yoga showed that regular practitioners of Sudarshan Kriya experienced changes in brain function, specifically in areas associated with emotional regulation. Neuroimaging studies indicate increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision making and emotional control, and decreased activity in the amygdala, which is linked to stress responses. That is fascinating. It sounds like there are significant neurological benefits. Can meditation and pranayama also lead to similar changes? Absolutely. A study in Frontiers in Human Neuroscience highlighted that mindfulness meditation alters brain structure, increasing the thickness of the prefrontal cortex, which enhances executive function and emotional resilience. Pranayama has been shown to improve autonomic nervous system function, leading to better regulation of stress responses. It seems like the impact is both psychological and physiological. How can government employees specifically benefit from these practices in their day to day work? For government employees, the ability to manage stress can lead to better decision making and improved interpersonal relationships. A study published in the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found that mindfulness practices in the workplace not only reduce stress but also enhance job satisfaction and productivity. When employees feel calmer and more centered, they are more effective in their roles. That's a strong case for integrating these practices into workplace wellness programs. Are there specific programs tailored to government employees? Yes, the Art of Living Foundation offers workshops specifically designed for professionals in high stress environments, including civil services. These programs teach practical tools for stress management and focus on enhancing resilience and emotional intelligence. And what feedback do participants typically provide after these workshops? Feedback is overwhelmingly positive. Many participants report feeling a renewed sense of clarity and purpose, reduced feelings of burnout, and improved relationships with colleagues. Anecdotal evidence aligns with quantitative studies suggesting that these practices can profoundly impact workplace culture. It sounds like a holistic approach to well being. Lastly, for those looking to start, how can they find reliable resources or programs? I recommend visiting the Art of Living website where they offer a wealth of resources, including online courses and local workshops. Additionally, many academic journals like the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine publish peer-reviewed studies that can provide further insights into the benefits of these practices. Thank you for this insightful conversation. It is clear that techniques like Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, and pranayama offer valuable tools for stress management, especially for those in demanding public service roles. Thank you. I hope more individuals explore these practices and experience their transformative effects. It is all about empowering ourselves to lead healthier, happier lives. Let's explore the broader implications of these practices. Can you highlight some of the research that examines the impact of Sudarshan Kriya and related techniques on mental health outcomes? A study published in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine found that individuals practicing Sudarshan Kriya showed significant improvements in emotional well being, including reductions in symptoms of depression and anxiety. This aligns with findings from a meta analysis in Psychological Bulletin, which concluded that mindfulness based interventions are effective in improving mental health across diverse populations. That's compelling. Are there specific demographics within government employees that benefit most from these practices? Yes, particularly those in high stress positions like law enforcement, administrative roles, or emergency services tend to benefit greatly and significantly. Research published in the Journal of Occupational Health highlighted that police officers who practice mindfulness techniques experience reduced stress, better coping strategies, and improved job performance. And what about the impact of physical health? Is there any research that addresses how these practices affect physical health indicators? Absolutely. A study in the Journal of Evidence Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine found that regular practitioners of Sudarshan Kriya exhibited lower blood pressure and improved cardiovascular health metrics. Additionally, a review in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health indicated that yoga and breathing exercises can enhance immune function, suggesting a holistic approach to health. So it is not just about mental health, there are physical benefits as well. Can you explain how these practices could help with the specific challenges faced by public service employees such as fatigue and burnout? A study in the International Journal of Workplace Health Management noted that mindfulness practices, including Sudarshan Kriya, significantly reduce burnout rates among employees. These techniques foster resilience and energy management, which can combat fatigue. Participants reported feeling more rejuvenated and less overwhelmed, leading to improved work life balance. That's an essential consideration for anyone in a demanding role. What about accessibility? Are these practices adaptable for people with busy schedules? Yes, one of the great strengths of these practices is their adaptability. Research in health psychology review suggests that even brief interventions like 10 to 15 minutes of breathing exercises or meditation can yield substantial benefits. The Art of Living Foundation offers online resources and shorter workshops designed to fit into busy schedules. It sounds like there are practical solutions for those interested in getting started. Are there any common misconceptions about these practices that you would like to address? One common misconception is that you need to be highly skilled or experienced in meditation or yoga to benefit. However, research indicates that beginners can experience positive outcomes from just a few sessions. A study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that even short term exposure to mindfulness practices can lead to enhanced well being and reduced stress. That's reassuring for beginners. For those interested in exploring these practices further, are there specific resources or books you would recommend? Definitely, one excellent resource is The Art of Happiness by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, which explores mindfulness and compassion. Additionally, The Heart of the Breath by His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji provides insights into Sudarshan Kriya and its benefits. For research based insights, I recommend looking into articles from journals like Mindfulness and the Journal of Clinical Psychology, which provide evidence supporting these practices. Thank you for sharing these valuable insights. It is clear that the integration of Sudarshan Kriya and mindfulness techniques can make a significant difference in managing stress and enhancing well being, especially for those in demanding public service roles. Thank you for the opportunity to discuss these important practices. I hope more people explore the transformative power of these techniques for their mental and physical health. Let's delve into some of the more nuanced aspects of these practices. Are there specific studies that discuss the mechanisms through which Sudarshan Kriya and meditation influence emotional regulation? Yes, several studies have explored this. Research published in Neuroscience Letters reveal that Sudarshan Kriya leads to change in brainwave activity, particularly an increase in alpha and theta waves. These changes are associated with states of relaxation and enhanced emotional regulation. Furthermore, a study in the Journal of Psychiatric Research showed that meditation can reduce emotional reactivity by increasing the activation of brain regions involved in self control. That is fascinating. How do these practices compare to traditional stress management techniques such as therapy or medication? While therapy and medication are important and effective for many, mindfulness practices offer complementary benefits. A systematic review in JAMA Internal Medicine found that mindfulness meditation can be as effective as traditional treatments for anxiety and depression without the side effects of medications. Additionally, integrating practices like Sudarshan Kriya can enhance the therapeutic process, making it a holistic approach to mental health. Speaking of integration, how can organizations incorporate these practices into their workplace culture? Are there successful models or case studies? Yes, several organizations have successfully implemented these practices. For instance, a study published in the International Journal of Workplace Health Management documented the implementation of mindfulness programs at Google, which led to increased employee satisfaction and productivity. Similarly, the Harvard Business Review highlighted companies that offered meditation and yoga sessions, resulting in lower turnover rates and improved employee engagement. Those are compelling examples. What about the effects of these practices on team dynamics and collaboration? Research suggests that mindfulness practices can enhance communication and empathy among team members. A study in the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found that teams practicing mindfulness exhibited better collaboration and problem solving skills. This is likely due to increased emotional intelligence, which fosters understanding and cooperation among colleagues. It seems these techniques can have a ripple effect, positively influencing workplace culture. What about the role of community in practicing these techniques? Community support plays a significant role in maintaining a consistent practice. A study in social science and medicine found that individuals who engage in mindfulness practices in group settings reported higher levels of motivation and commitment. The Art of Living organizes community events and group sessions which not only enhance individual practice but also foster connections and support networks. That sense of community is vital, especially in high stress jobs. Are there specific outcomes measured in studies that demonstrate the effectiveness of group practices versus individual practices? Yes, research has shown that group mindfulness interventions can lead to greater reductions in stress and anxiety. A meta analysis in Psychological Bulletin concluded that group based mindfulness programs resulted in more significant improvements in psychological well being compared to individual practice. This highlights the importance of social support in enhancing the effectiveness of these techniques. It is clear that there is a robust body of evidence supporting the integration of these practices into both personal routines and organizational frameworks. For someone considering these techniques, what should their expectations be regarding time commitment and practice? A common expectation should be that the significant benefits can be realized with a relatively small time commitment. Research in mindfulness shows that even 10 to 20 minutes of daily practice can lead to substantial improvements in well being. Consistency is key, and individuals should aim for gradual integration into their daily lives. As we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts or encouragement for those in stressful public service roles? I would encourage everyone to approach these practices with an open mind and a willingness to explore. The evidence is compelling, and the potential benefits for mental and physical health are substantial. Start small, Be consistent and allow yourself to experience the transformation over time. Remember, taking care of your mental health is just as important as your professional duties. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and insights today. This conversation has highlighted the profound impact that Sudarshan Kriya and mindfulness practices can have on stress management and overall well being. Jai Gurudev.